And now that we are looking at the numbers a little bit more closely, we just realized that our Shopify seems to be on an upward trajectory, which is good. Hi everyone, we are back with another video, and in today's video we are doing something that we have not done in a while, and that's talk about how much money our business made on our two e-commerce platforms, that being Shopify and Etsy. So if that is something that you are interested in, keep watching. Before we begin, check out our amazing shirts. These shirts were made for us and were a surprise from our dear friends, Sola and Paul, if you're watching. Thank you so much. We love them so much.
And we feel good in them.
I won't be soaping in these though because they are white and I do not want to get them dirty, but for sit-down videos like this is perfect.
And I cannot wait to wear these to our outdoor markets when it's nice and warm and hot.
Yes.
This is going to be a great garb to wear outside.
Yes, and speaking of markets, we're actually going to go back to a market this weekend. So that's something that I'm going to, I think, film. Vending at farmers markets and what we do. We have a few videos on that, but it'd be good to show you an actual outdoor market and what it's like. We have not done that yet, so stay tuned. I'm Jerica.
I'm Kale.
And we are the owners and creators of Quench, and that is a soap and bath bomb company. And on this channel, we talk all about our business, how we sell our products, how we make our products, and all the behind the scenes stuff, like today's video where we actually talk about the numbers when it comes to business.
Behind the curtain.
Yes. And now without further ado, let's dive right into it.
Let's go.
So for this particular video, we are going to focus specifically on our e-commerce platforms. And what do I mean when I say e-commerce? I'm talking about selling our products online, and we have two ways we do this. One way is through Etsy and the other way is through our own website that's hosted on Shopify. The reason why we have both is because on Etsy, there is already customers ready and willing to buy products just like ours because Etsy is all about the handmade small business. So it's really excellent for starting out because there are people already browsing on Etsy that could stumble upon your product accidentally. And the second e-commerce platform that we use is Shopify. Shopify allows us to have our own website that is specifically focused on our business and our products, and it really gives our company the chance to shine all on its own. And having a site on Shopify is a little bit more difficult because it is up to us and our company to drive all of the traffic to that website in order to get sales. And in the beginning, it is tough. You hardly get any sales. We've been there, but we have found the longer we have been in business, the more traffic we've been getting, and we are now seeing some great numbers on there. And we will also get into the strategies that we have used in order to increase our sales on our Shopify website. So stay tuned for that. So let's get into what everyone clicked on this video for, and that is the numbers. On our Etsy in the month of February, we made $2,463.09. We had a total of 52 orders and over 7,000 visits. And in March on our Etsy, we made $1,975.59. We had a total of 47 orders and around 7,378 visitors.
And for February, for our website, we made $3,771.25, and we had 12,158 visits, and we had 65 orders, all in February on our website. And for March, on our website, we sold $3,381.98. That was spread out over 49 orders, and we had 13,250 visits to our site.
So as you can see from those numbers and even visualized here in the charts that our dashboards allow us to see, our sales are pretty consistent, which is a good thing. And the reason I think that we've been able to do so well on these two platforms is because of the strategies that we have been using. If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, you can do so right over here. We are Quench Soap on Instagram. And on there, I believe that is the secret sauce to why our online platforms are doing so well. In the past few months, I've really focused on Instagram and posting on there consistently. And I think by doing that, Instagram's algorithm has picked up my profile and has started to push it to more and more people. And there are specific types of posts that I think are doing better than others and are getting way more attention than others, and I'll go into those right now. So there are a lot of different posts that you can do on Instagram, and the ones that I've been really focusing on are anything video focused. So that includes stories, lives, and reels. For some reason, and I think it's because everything is moving towards video these days, Instagram seems to really push any type of video post. For example, if you publish a story, they will actually push your icon to the very top of your followers' home pages. So that is a really cool thing that they do. And also with Reels, it's very, very similar to TikTok, where they just push it to as many people as possible. And because it's such short videos and such consumable content, so many more people are watching it, and it is enticing Instagram's algorithm to boost it like crazy. For example, a reel that I posted about making hemp body bombs was played over 10,000 times, which is pretty crazy. And if you guys want to know about how I specifically make video content for Instagram, let me know in the comments and I will definitely make a video on that, because I think that is a really great way to start building your following and also driving people to an online store like a Shopify if you have one. Kayla's been joining me more and more when it comes to my Instagram posts, and you've been really enjoying that. We did a few lives.
Yeah,
with
we've
each
done
other.
like, I don't know, 3 lives or something.
Yeah.
That's really fun to engage with the people coming on there and making comments. So
I think people have really responded to the spontaneity of everything and really like how unscripted we are and can really see the true people behind the brand and the products. So it's a great way for your audience to get to know you.
we need to do another live again.
Yeah.
Soon. It's been a week and a half or 2. Like we're due for one.
Exactly. And I feel like the lives are nerve-wracking because as soon as you turn live, you start seeing the people joining the room and it's like, oh my God.
And there's no editing. There's no editing.
There's no way.
It's pure Kale and Jerica right there.
They're right there. So the first time we did that, we were like panicking. And even at the very end of the live, we were panic trying to stop the live.
I didn't know where the stop button was. Oh,
We didn't
geez,
know
where
what
is
was
this?
happening.
I feel like someone using FaceTime for the first
Yeah.
time. How do I turn this off? And so.
But the more and more we do it, the more comfortable we're getting, I think.
And another thing that I think just helps in general is us showing our faces more. People like our products, yes, but there is a demand to want to see who's behind the products and who these people are, which not all companies do. So that's where I think some success is coming with our marketing as well.
Yeah, and the fact that we have started to gain a really great following here on our YouTube has driven a lot of traffic to our Shopify and also to our Etsy. Both platforms seem to be getting some really healthy traffic from YouTube. So that's another strategy I think is really helping with our online sales. And the last thing that I think is really helping with our current sales is us launching different products every couple of weeks. I recently launched a cloud bath bomb and I pushed it and promoted it on my Instagram, and that was a pretty big success. People really liked that bath bomb. So
We got to make more of those.
yes,
We're
we are
down
running
to
low.
Down to 1.
Yeah, so it might sound exhausting trying to think of new products all the time, but I really think that's a great way to keep your audience engaged and wanting more and keeping track with you, because if you stay with the same stuff all the time, then it'll probably get stagnant, and people have very short attention spans when it comes to businesses in general. And I'm not saying launch something every week, but if you can launch one new thing monthly and make it a limited edition thing so that you're not always having to make it, I think that's enough to keep your audience's interests peaked. Of course, a huge part of selling things online are the costs associated with that. It's not just all that money goes into our pockets. In fact, a portion of those numbers that we just gave you is shipping, taxes that we are now charging. When it comes to shipping, we are getting better and better at trying to figure out the correct balance between what to charge the customer in a way that we're not charging too much and we're not paying too much out of our own pocket. And unfortunately, that's something that you're going to have to figure out over time as you get more and more packages and seeing where you are shipping them to, especially in a big, huge country like Canada, where shipping a package to or within Ontario is going to cost completely different shipping that same package all the way westward to BC or eastward to New Brunswick. So one thing I would recommend is maybe start off with a set shipping cost, and as you get more and more orders and seeing where your traffic is coming from and also seeing how much it's costing you to ship those packages out, then you can come closer and closer to a number that makes sense for both your customer and for yourself and your business. Another thing that we are now doing in 2021 is charging taxes. And this is not something that we were doing back in 2020. And it actually cost us because we were not keeping track of that HST number. When it comes to charging tax in Canada, the amount of tax a customer pays depends on where they are in the country. And a lot of that is very complicated, and we're not going to go into that specifically in this video, but because we waited really late to start doing that, it's a lot to figure out now that we are having sales more consistently. So I would definitely recommend you speak with an accountant early on if you really decide to make this a true business, so that you're on top of it and you're not shuffling through a huge mound of numbers like Hill and I are currently doing.
Yeah, we are now feeling like we are being guided in the right position, and we trust our accountant, and the information that she's giving us is correct. And so we're now able to remit taxes on a monthly basis versus having to wait till the end of the fiscal year.
Yeah.
And because we did that for 2020, we had to pay a big chunk of money to the Canadian Revenue Agency. And we knew it was going to be...
Yeah, we knew it was coming.
We knew it wasn't going to be pretty, but just still, when it's sitting there right in front of you, it's like, boom. And it would just be so much easier, so much nicer, so much friendlier on the eyes to see a smaller number more frequently. So that's the benefit to remitting on a monthly or quarterly basis.
Exactly. A new cost that we are now paying in both February and March is ourselves. We are now an expense because we are salaried, what do you call it?
Employees.
Are we employees?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we are salaried and
You're employee one, I'm employee two.
we are now officially employees of our company, which we incorporated. And we won't go into what we're actually paying ourselves, but we are paying ourselves a portion of the sales that come in through our business each month, and it's a set number. That's another thing that we have learned through consulting with an accountant. So if you would like to learn more about doing that for yourself, I highly recommend, again, speak to a local accountant. And now that we are looking at the numbers a little bit more closely, we just realized that our Shopify seems to be on an upward trajectory, which is good.
Yeah, when we take the last 2 months that we talked about here and compare those with the previous 2 months, compared to December 2020 and January 2021, our total sales are up 45%. Our visits are also up the same 45%, and the average cost per order is up 12%, and total orders is up 33%. So there wasn't much change from February to March, but if you combine those two with the previous two,
December, January,
it's definitely on an upward trajectory. And we have to also consider that one of those months was Christmas, which was a busy time. So we're even outpacing ourselves from the Christmas busy holiday time.
Exactly. So you can see how marketing yourselves through Instagram and creating a YouTube channel and trying to show your products to as many people as possible, which is really only something you can do through social media, how much of an impact that has on your business, because I think it is really, really causing our personal company and brand to grow. And when we look at our Etsy, it seems to be actually on a decline. So as time goes on, it might make us look at the Etsy and try to decide whether or not we want to keep it. Because if we are focusing on our brand awareness and our company, it might be a good idea to focus on just one e-commerce platform, that being Shopify. And really, that should be the goal of most businesses out there, is to have a platform that's all your own and really simplify your process. Right now, we like Etsy. We are getting consistent sales from it. But who's to say we will still have an Etsy this time next year? We don't know.
Yeah. I guess that's the exciting part of business, is you just never know. When you look at, there's just an ever slight decline.
It's going down a
between
little bit.
the last 2 months compared with the previous two. So
and it'll be exciting to be out in the markets again. It does take up some time to load product into the car and physically be there selling for 8 hours and then unloading the car afterwards. But we really think also that as nice it is getting this income on our e-commerce platforms, we don't want to forget about our local customer base. And a lot of us buy from us at these markets, and we really want to keep a presence there. Because right now we don't have a retail storefront, and that is really our way of letting the community know that Quench is here. We have soap and bath bomb products. Buy from us. So it's a connection that we don't want to break just yet. We really enjoy it. Kale loves it.
I love being out there in person. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm even managing one of the local farmers markets now, so we're just really entrenched in that community.
Yeah. So that is it. We really hope that you like this type of video. I know that a lot of you are either thinking about starting a business or already have a soap business, and videos like this are really informative to let you know how other businesses are doing. So if you did enjoy this content or learn something from it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And until the next video, keep smiling, keep being awesome, and keep making beautiful things. And we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. SoapTuber. I love this shirt.
Should the thumbnail be like this?
No, it should not be the thumbnail. But okay.